Hello again. Uh, so, this is a continuation of the last quiz video. I won't explain it because this should be uploaded not long after the first one, so chances are you already know. The only explanation I'll give is I found the 100 question quiz. How well I knew Undertale. So, watch the first one first because this is from partway through. Okay, now back to the quiz in real time. I am an idiot. Remember, the first one ended partially because it was taking a while and partially because I was stuck on an algebra question that was inserted out of nowhere. Well, it wasn't inserted out of nowhere. Clever Coquitio Matrasiu, you are relying on my looking at the image. You can't really see clearly, uh, but if you should at least be able to tell from what is visible that this is uh, the visuals of Metaton's first quiz. This it's edited to have the question being asked. Metaton never asks that question in the original game, but he asks it in that edited image. And the thing is, you wouldn't be able to see because the image is so tiny. But Alphys is forming a letter with her hands. In the original game, that's what she does to clue you into the correct answers. Until Metaton asks about who she's crossing on, that is. So I just have to go by that, and from the looks of it, it's the lower right one, D. They aren't lettered on this quiz. 80th question. The image on the last question gave you the answer, so go back if you guessed. Well, since the last question was very weird, happy break time again. The entire point was the image. I'm not doing that. How many petals are on Flowey's head? 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, I think, for the souls. I'm running out of ideas. What are the soul's traits? I covered this earlier in my commentary. So I'll just give you what the answer is. Determination, bravery, justice, kindness, patience, integrity, and perseverance. The other incorrect traits that appear are honesty, which again is basically integrity. Hate, they're supposed to be relatively positive traits, and I've only seen hate in fan art. Or purples, which is purples. Which piece of evidence suggests that Undine might not be able to handle the amount of determination she has? Sounds like English class all over again. Well, you did put a math question in there. Uh, he turns into undying to be undying. He partially melts before that. See his energy spheres, or he falls over in hot ground while chasing Frisk. The falling over is from overheated armor. It's the melting, which is based on the amalgamates in part. When did Elvis extract determination from? Dying monsters, amalgamate monsters that donated their souls or human souls. I'm pretty sure it's human souls. That again is only if you go to the true lab, you find that out. 85th question. What was his name? And I'm just showing you the image. And that is one of the character's sprites in the original game. That is neither the quiz makers nor mine. Although the background might be the quiz takers or wherever they got it, though. Anyway. Heat Flamesman, Heat Flamesmen, or Heat's Firemen. I'm glad they didn't go with the Flames Hot Sky option that the fan-made tarot deck shows. It's Heat's Flamesmen, I'm pretty sure. How can Sans tell if Frisk has already done a certain task? Task? This would have to be related to the Judgment Hall scene. You can already tell if you fought him and he won by your facial expression, and he can already tell if you've been in the Judgment Hall before by also your facial expression, but then he gives you a specific thing to say, and giving you that word to say is the closest thing to a task he gives you. He reads Frisk's expressions when he says certain things he remembers resets. He can also save but cannot reset or none of the above. I'll go with reading expressions. 87th question. What is the true name? I've said it before in the first one. Kara. And Frisk, or Annoying Dog, or Temmie. You have other options. It's Kara. What color are Undyne's teeth? White, yellow, red, or blue? I can't remember. It's either white or yellow, I know that. I'm just going to guess yellow and hope I'm right. What anime is Elvis obsessed with? Mew Mew Kissy Cutie, but not Mew Mew Kissy Cutie 2. I know this one. And the options are Danganronpa, or Danganronpa, sorry. I may be mispronouncing that. And that is an actual anime that never gets mentioned in the game. Mew Mew Kissy Cutie, Mew Kissy Cute, or Mew Mew Kiss Cutie. It's Mew Mew Kissy Cutie. But again, not the second one. 90th question. This Undertale based statement is false. Correct answer or incorrect answer? Okay, so I'm getting a logic puzzle now. Great. I'll go with correct answer. I think that's how the logic works, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's go into for baby mode for the rest of the quiz because I'm going to be nice. Who's the final boss on a neutral run? Sans, Omega, or Azrael? It's Omega. Who's the final boss on Genocide? Sans, Omega, or Azrael? And well, technically, yeah, Asgore is the last fight you have, but his fight becomes a lot easier in Genocide. So if we're going for fights that really challenge you, then it would be Sans. Who's the final boss on the pacifist run? Sans, Omega, or Azrael? It's Azrael. Who was the final boss on the soulless Genocide run? Still Sans. Oh, and now they're giving me Sans, Omega Sans, or Alpha Sans. The only thing that changes is what you see in the ending. Uh, it will play out the same way, but afterwards you'll find out that you are still possessed by Kira. So it Sans, just like in normal. Who's the final boss on the Soulless Pacifist run? Well, again, it would be Azrael. And the options are Azrael, Azrael Hyperdeath, Azrael Omega Death, or there is none. And Hyperdeath. Whose grid do you fall on at the beginning of the game? I don't remember if the game ever specifies, but I believe it's Kira's. Azrael's, Flowey's, Frisk's, or Kira's, and between them it's Kira's. How many human souls are needed to shatter the barrier? 7. Which is one of the options along with 6, 10, and 11, and 7 is my answer. In the Battle of Marathon, he asks if you fight him, what does he do? Bites his lip, pretends not to not be hurt, acts like he missed by a millimeter. His hit point doesn't go down. Well, the only one that I'm absolutely sure of is that his hit points don't go down. Because they don't go down in reaction to that. In fact, they would go up because the audience likes violence. Or at least Metaton's audience likes violence. I'll just go with that. Because I don't remember if he bites his lip or not. What is Napstablook's computer opened up to? Nothing, it's powered off. Music composing software, a music sharing forum, or a page on Undernet. The page on Undernet is what the Pirates' computer is open to. I know this. And it's a music sharing forum. Similar early Napstablook is named in part after a music sharing forum, Napster, which may or may not still exist. I'm not sure. And finally, really not feeling up to it right now, sorry. And with that finale from Napstablook, we close the quiz. I forgive you, book. Good. And the final answer is good. 76 out of 99. Specifically, I have answered 89 out of 100 questions correctly. I did a good job. I know a good amount of Undertale, and the quiz taker hereby states that I can easily get away with calling myself an Undertale nerd. Good to know. Okay. That done. Let's see what I got wrong. Oh, I got wrong the attack and defense. What I answered was 999 attack and 1 defense. The other answers were 999 for both, 1 for both, and the obviously incorrect Act 395, even 248 for a different character in a different game. And now that I think about it, the correct answer is one attack and one defense. Because you see, Sense doesn't need a high attack because there's the karma effect. Let's see. Correct answers. 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 Correct. More correct answers. What did I get wrong? Okay. I've done one question I got wrong. I'm now in the. Oh, how many times do I have to spare Flowey after fighting Omega Flowey? And I answered 10 incorrectly. And the other options are 8 or 12. It is not surprising that I got that wrong, since I directly expressed uh, that um, I did not have certainty on that one. Let me check the dialogue to find out what the actual answer is now. I'm checking the Undertale wiki for this. Give me a moment. I'm still. Huh. Wait, what were my options again? Okay, I'm looking on YouTube now. Oh, it's searching in my videos. Never mind that. Flowey Death. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 13 is the closest in the answers to what I counted. So I guess that was it. How does Kira die? And I answered Kara committed suicide, which was incorrect apparently. The other options are Asriel getting mad at Kira, killing them, which did not happen. Asriel and Torio killing both of them, which did not happen. Or Kira getting sick. And I mentioned when I was originally on this question that there was a certain ambiguity, a blurred line between Kira committing suicide and Kira getting sick. So, no surprise that I screwed up there. Okay, so that's 3 questions wrong. Which of these characters does not like puns? Uh, I have to laugh at this one. Because when I got it wrong, I said they all like puns. And other often Sans Pyrus and Torio. Apparently, this question was going for the everybody knows thing that the Pyrus does not like puns. But as I pointed out in the first video, he says I that he is smiling and he hates it. So, okay. Why is the Pyrus so energetic? Staying healthy, better than Sans. How I'm getting to the Royal Guard or no reason made canon. If I were to do this again, I would actually lead to a reason was never made canon. A genocide run to Sans actually counts as a kill on the kill counter, yes, no, or to have let fate decide. I said yes. I guess not. What is a Megaflowy's love? And I chose the absurdly large number. I'm now guessing it was the second largest number. 395248. How many times do you have to die from Sans first off keeping track of how many times you killed? I guessed 11 and was wrong, and the other numbers are up to 14. It might actually be 14. How many times do you need to fight command Sans anti-free? And again, I'm guessing it might be 22 out of the other options that were there. How many petals are on Flowey's head? 4, 5, 6, or 7. I guessed 7, thinking of the total number of souls, because I know it was related to the total number of souls, but I'm looking at Flowey now. Oh, because of the video I looked up, and it's 6. Almost the correct number. The number that there is at the beginning of the game. And a few more scroll. And the last one I got incorrect was in this video. What does Meta20X do if you fight him? Bites his lip, pretends to not be hurt, acts like you missed by a millimeter, or his hit points don't go down. And oh, I'm so sorry. I screwed up. You were referring to hit points. His hit points don't go down. They do go down. I was confusing that with the TV ratings, which don't go down, in fact. So I would go with pretends to not be hurt. And with that, that concludes the quiz. That was fun.